Hey y'all, welcome to episode 2 of the Girl Talk podcast. Welcome back. Last week's episode was kind of why I started it. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and go back and watch that. But this week was good. This past weekend was A-Day here in Tuscaloosa. So what that means is it's like our scrimmage, like our jamboree. So it was our offense versus our defense. And it was also the time for last year's captains for the football team to do this thing at Denny Chimes. They put their handprint and their cleat print in concrete, and so they're captains forever. So I got to see that. I'll put a picture here and a picture here. It was fun. To celebrate our seniors and our captains. I'm gonna miss Ty. Like, I wish he could have stayed for longer. But today's episode is going to be kind of about college life, about things that I've learned in my almost 3 years here. And I'm preface this by saying I don't know everything. I'm still in college, so I don't know everything about college. But these are just some things that, like, I wish I would have known, and kind of lessons I've learned throughout my time here. So first of all, I didn't start going to Bama. I started going to a smaller community college in Birmingham, called Jeff State Community College, and it was okay. I mean, I didn't want to go. It was hard having to go to a community college when all your friends were going to Bama and Auburn and like the big colleges. So I really dreaded it. I didn't want to go because I was like, I don't know. It was small. It had 3 buildings. It was okay. I met some friends there, but I was ready to get to teaching. So the transition between a community college and an FCC school is insane. Like, have you seen the videos on TikTok that are like things that would send a community college student into a coma coming from an SEC student? Like, that's how it was. It was hard. Not hard, but I mean, it was different. I mean, at Jeff State there were 3 buildings. At Alabama there's like, I don't know how many, there's like 45 million. I mean, there's so many buildings. There's Greek life at Bama. There's not Greek life, but Greek life at Jeff State. It's more academic centered, like, I mean, class. Like, there's no outside activities or anything. But coming here, and everyone's like, oh, you're in a sorority, Alabama, how was that like? It was, so I'm not in one of the big ones. So most every single sorority has a house. There are only 2 that don't have houses. Mine and then another one. And it's small. We have 50 members, 60 at most. And so it was definitely different. And I mean, I like it. It's a National Christian sorority. And I mean, I wish that, part of me wishes that I would have done more with the sorority, but part of me is like, I wish I would have gone to formal recruitment. So I definitely do suggest, if you're coming to an SEC school or coming to a school that has Greek life and their Greek life environment fits you, definitely go through it. Because it just wasn't. My sorority, it just wasn't for me. I'm still a part of it. But I'm not as involved as I would like to be, because it's very cliquey. I mean, they have groups. Ever since I've been there, I've never felt welcome. I mean, never met a couple girls, but like, not true friends. So, now that you know a little bit about me and kind of how that all came to be, so here we go. So I came to Bama in 2023, fall of 2023. Since I was a transfer student, I didn't have to stay in a dorm. I got to stay off campus, and that roommate situation was not great. It was not, like, we had talked before, and we were like, we're so excited to move in together, like, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna have girl nights, and movie nights, and day trips, and all this stuff. And then the second class started, she was like, bye. And like, I tried to invite her to stuff, and she was like, no. She was very rude and mean. Made some comments that were like uncalled for. But learned from my experience. When I moved to another apartment with 3 other girls, didn't know them. I mean, I had met 2 of them like a couple weeks before we moved in, but like, we were just roommates, like, or housemates. I mean, we only talked when we had to. I mean, like, so it really wasn't, it was okay. I mean, I was mostly over at my friend's house, my ex-friend, which I'll get into that in a minute, but, yeah, and it was, I ate, slept, showered. I really didn't do anything. Like, I didn't hang out there. I was mostly over at this other girl's house. Then that was in 2025, and then end of 2025, so August through December, I lived with my best friend at the time. We were no longer friends. So that's going to be a whole episode in itself, talking about the hardships of that. With her, it was great. I mean, I liked living with her because we lived well together. We had fun. There were no complaints there. But yeah. And then now I'm living alone. Beginning of 2026, or end of 2025. So like around Christmas time, I moved into where I am now, and have lived here ever since. And I'm going to for the next year until I graduate next May. I love living alone. It's fun because I don't have to worry about anybody else. But also I can do my own thing, and I can make it how I want it, and don't have to worry about bothering others or anything like that. And now on to the lessons. So one thing I learned is college is your first taste of adulthood. And you were like, well, yeah, duh. But like, even at Jeff State, I mean, I was still not really, because I was still at home. It was like going to high school 2.0. Like, it wasn't, like, I didn't have a college experience. Then I got here, and it was, I mean, I loved it. But I was independent for the first time. I mean, I had to buy my own groceries and decide if I wanted to go to class on days and clean on my own, and like, thankfully I like that because that's like, I don't know, that's me. But also hard managing your class schedule with like sports and events and, I mean, stuff at home. And so definitely getting a taste of adulthood. And it's also hard to stay motivated when there's no one, like your parents, being like, get up, go to class, like, making you do stuff. Making you work out, making you eat, making you go to class, making you do stuff. So that's kind of, it's your first taste of adulthood. And as college goes on, you get more and more like adults. So yeah, college is your first taste of adulthood. So if you're not in college yet, that's what you're looking forward to. Plans are gonna change. That's the second thing I learned, and it's, I mean, if you know me, I'm like, I don't like plans to change. Like, if you say you're doing this, you're doing this. Like, it's not, I'm very, like, strategic and planned out. When I got to college, and even before I got to college, I thought I had a clear picture of what it was going to be like, the friends I was going to have, what I was going to do, the class I was going to take, all that stuff I was going to get involved in. But it's okay to change. Like, and sometimes change is gradual over months or years, but sometimes it's instant. Like, I don't know. But life happens, and it seemed like the end of the world but in one moment, but then it could be the best thing in the end. You just gotta get through it. So an example of this is, like, one of my first years I had to take like a fine arts class, and I had women and gender studies or whatever, and I walked in the first day, I said, so then I changed to social media and society, and that was not really about social media. I mean, it was about, like, that was an interesting class. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen to take it, but I met a friend, not a close friend, but I met someone in there, and, so yeah, definitely there's the good and the bad of everything. But can this work? I have kind of what I'm okay. Number 3, who you surround yourself impacts who you become. And you're like, well, yeah, but, like, if you're with people who drink and who party and who do not legal things, it's fine, you do you, boo, but you're gonna become that. You're gonna go out and drink, you're gonna go out and party, you're gonna do things that you never thought you would do. So, like, my terrible roommate my freshman year taught me how to live on my own and how to live within myself. Like, not have to rely on friends or anything to live out daily life. And another thing is, like, your classmates, like, especially in my major, my classmates, like, I met them freshman year and through sophomore year, and, like, as I got deeper in my major, everyone started peeling off. Like, so now I have all the same people in my classes. Like, so I'm like, oh, hey, I had class with you last semester, I had a class with you 2 semesters ago. Like, I have a class with you literally this semester. I have a girl on Tuesdays and Thursdays that I have my first, second, and third class with, which I have 3 classes on Tuesday and Thursday. So we literally have classes throughout, like, together, and we haven't even talked about it. But also finding out what kind of friend you are. and what kind of friend you need. So like, are you a giver? Are you the one that's like planning things and putting everything into your friendship and choosing the friendship over other things? Or are you the receiver and you're getting stuff and you're not necessarily reciprocating that friendship back into the other person? And definitely figuring out what kind of friend you are, what kind of person you are, and that takes months, years. So then, because if you don't know what kind of friend you are, you don't know what kind of friend you need. And so that's kind of a big thing to figure out. And you're like, sounds cliche, but everything happens for a reason. It's true. Even if you don't realize it, even in the moment, even a couple weeks later, you may not realize it, but in the long run, it's better. It's like God has a plan. There's a reason it happened, and it's gonna help you in the future, whether it's in the same scenario or a similar scenario or something completely different. So everything happens for a reason. Like, it makes you who you are. It makes you stronger. Like Kelly Clarkson says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And the last piece of advice I have for y'all is enjoy it. I know, especially since I was in high school when COVID started, everyone was like wishing away their senior year and their junior year, like before COVID, and then class got taken away and school got taken away, and so we didn't get to see our friends, and we didn't get to have homecoming and proms and graduation and normal high school activities. So enjoy make yourself enjoy it. I mean, the little things from walking across campus to get to your class. Yes, it's exercising. Yes, it's, I mean, a long walk, but like, it's the pretty nature, and I mean, people watch. People are very interesting. I mean, the little things like walking across campus, studying at the library, and you're like, well, library, what? It's not just for books. Like, there's computers and little study pods where you can like do work. I go there sometimes if I need to lock in, because if I'm here, I'm watching TV and not paying attention to what's going on, and actually locking in and doing stuff. I mean, and even the 8 a.m. classes, I know you're like, no, and yeah, it's hard. I've had one 8 a.m. and that, I try not to do it ever again. But like, think of it positive. You're getting your day started. Like, you can take a nap later. Like, and naps are okay in college. Like, because, I mean, I have 2 classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I have 3 classes on Tuesday, Thursday, and they end before 2. So it's like, I have time. You're only in college for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. First long amount of time. I mean, 3 to 5 years on the scale of life is like tiny. And when you get in the real world, you'll miss the fun. You'll miss you wish you could just walk to class instead of having to get up and go to work at 7 a.m. You'll miss spending time with friends and going out, whether it's to drink or not. Whether it's, I mean, you'll miss getting to have that freedom of doing what you want during the day. When you'll be adulting in the real world. And you'll miss them. I mean, I miss stuff from high school. I miss Friday Night Lights. And I miss, I mean, the stuff that I do with classmates that I don't have here. But there's things that I like here that we don't have in high school. So, think of the positives and everything. Enjoy it. So, now that we are kind of winding down the end of the episode, we're going to do hot takes and heart talks. So, this is a hot take. You don't have to drink and party and go out to enjoy college. I mean, I've been out, but I go to a bar and line dance. Or I go to a bar and listen to music. I don't drink. I don't drink water because I'm hot. But, like, I don't go to drink. I don't go to get drunk. Because that's not fun for me. Like, and if it is for you, great for you. But, if you're not a big drinker, like I am, don't think that you have to drink to have fun in college. And you have to go out and party and you have to do all these things to have fun in college. Because, I don't know about everywhere else, but at Alabama there's a group called University Programs, and they have like events like throughout the week, like movie nights or activities and watch parties and I mean all kinds of things that you can meet different people at. You don't have to be in Greek life. I mean, I am, but I mean, there's other stuff to do besides sororities and fraternities. So, make your college experience your own. Another hot take I have is it's normal to outgrow people in college and even before. And even after. I mean, some people are in your life for a reason or a season. And it's hard. We'll talk about that topic in a whole other episode. But, like, it's hard in the moment and it's hard the first couple of days, for the first couple weeks. It hurts because you're with that person and you had that connection, but once again, everything happens for a reason. And here's the heart talk. Let me look at you when I say this. Look at me. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Say it with me. It's okay to not have everything figured out. Most people don't. They act like they do, but they don't. Trust me. I mean, college students, like, yeah, I look like I have it all together, but I mean, I have this and this and this and this for classes, and then I have to study for this, and I have this event, and to do stuff for banners, and I have to film, and I mean, some days I don't have my life together, and I just want, like, I want to sleep. I want to do nothing. Like, you don't have to have your life figured out. Something that I heard on TikTok was like, when you're in your 20s, you're just starting life. So like, if you're 22, you're a 2-year-old, you shouldn't have your life figured out. Like, you're just learning adulthood. You're learning, so I mean, don't get down on yourself if you're not to the point you want, because you are making your own path. And don't think you're behind. Like, each person has their own path. Each person has their own life. And everyone has a different path. So, it's time for High-Low Buffalo. If you don't know what High-Low Buffalo is, this is the segment at the end of my episodes where I talk about the high, the low, and the buffalo of either the week or the time or whatever I'm talking about. So this week is going to be about my college life. High. I found line dancing. I really didn't know about line dancing. I mean, yeah, everyone knows Cotton Eye Joe, but like, other dancers, I didn't know that that was big. And then, I was invited to go, and I was like kind of skeptical because it was at a bar, and I was like, I don't know about that, but it was fun because you talk on dancing, and it's a form of exercise, and like, I mean, I lost weight doing it, and like, I really wish that they would start back because it's, I mean, once again, you meet people. My freshman year roommate, that was awful. I mean, I wanted to move like the second week into college because she made life miserable. But once again, thinking of the positives. In Buffalo, not necessarily, I didn't know this was mine because I really didn't want to. But at Alabama, we had this thing, and we go to a local gas station, and it's literally, like, I remember pointing at it, like it's really close to me. You go to a random gas station at like 11:50, 11:45 the night before your birthday, and then at midnight you go in and you get, some girls get like champagne and like fireball shooters, and they scan their ID for the first time, and so they scan it behind like the desk, and you turn 21 and then you pop the champagne out in the parking lot. And I did that with another one of my ex-friends, so that was just a weird thing we do. But hope you enjoyed this week's video. I hope you got some information and advice from it, whether you're in high school and you can use this to help you and better you for your college, whether you're in college and this helps you navigate through the rest of your college years, or whether you're out of college and this helps you in your current life and your work life and just life in general. But next week's episode is going to be a good one. You definitely stay tuned for that one. You're not going to want to miss it. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.